श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, निज मन मुकुल सुधार। बरनौ रघुवर विमल यश, जो दायक फल चार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरण बिराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराज, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, बिकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज संवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस्र बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, अष कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिंसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाँते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाँते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुख माहि, जल दिलांघ गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपण तेज सहारो आपै, तीनहु लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमंत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट-सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुमरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख विसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाए, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमंत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीड़ा, जो सुमिरे हनुमंत बलवीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंधि महासुख होय। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय वसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, रघुवीर रामचंद्र की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
हरि ओम श्री कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण and Jai Siya Ram. I hope you are all having a wonderful day today. Happy Raksha Bandhan day to you. And it's a very, very special day, and you must be connecting towards each other. The unfortunate reason is COVID in between. We cannot meet personally face to face. However, the technology that we have today is allowing us to meet far and wide. I wish and pray that we make amends wherever possible. We solve the problems and we learn to unite. We learn to give and take. And with that, I wish you all the best. So, today, the Rakhi, the Raksha Bandhan day, a very, very special day in our calendar. Shravani Poonam. It's a very special day. Raksha Bandhan is just one of the day, special ceremonies of the day. We as Brahmins, whoever is Brahmins, they change their janoi, this thread, once a year on this day. So they do puja, and me being the Shiva Bhakta, I would do Rudra Puja, Shiva Puja, and then eventually change my janoi. Janoi is also very, very special. It has got 3 threads, and someday we will cover in more detail what does that thread, that janoi, mean, because it's very deep meaningful. But today the topic is unique. Raksha Bandhan. Raksha meaning protection, Bandhan means tying. So before we go to that, let's welcome everybody who's joined in. Pratima Ben Surti has joined in, Ramesh Bhai, Sailesh Bhai Raja, Chaya Ben, Sarla Ji, Mahesh Bhai Chadda has joined in. Chaya Ji is saying Jai Shri Krishna Hemang Bhai, and love and blessings to everyone with a lovely heart. Thank you very much, Mara Ben. So nice to hear from you. Ramesh Bhai is saying Jai Hanuman. Rashmi Ji is saying Jai Shri Krishna and happy Raksha Bandhan to all brothers and sisters. Maya Ji is also saying Jai Shri Krishna Bhai, greetings to everyone. Raksha Bandhan to all the brothers, and may you be blessed and gain all the happiness and keep all safe and healthy. So has my dear sister Chanda Ben Vyas joined in with the Jai Shri Krishna. Chanda Ben, so very nice of you. Thank you very much for joining in. At the same time, we've got Sushma Ben Chauhan as well, who's joined in. And in this lovely puja, prayer, satsang, we go together to understand some simple understandings of Raksha Bandhan, especially to bring it to our little children in the family. Raksha meaning purely, simply speaking, protection. Bandhan means tying. Anytime you want Raksha, you need Bandhan. Without Bandhan, there is no Raksha. Let me explain. Every body part of yours is made of cells. Okay? Lots of cells gather together to make spleen. Lots of special muscles are made in your heart by cells. So different organs of your body is made of cells. And how does cell protect itself? Cell wall. There is a wall outside the cell which acts as a filter. Only the right things are allowed inside, wrong things are not allowed, and the useless waste is thrown out of the cell wall. So every cell has a cell wall. That is its bandhan. If you go ahead and see in Ramayana, Lakshmana Maharaj draw a Lakshmana Rekha outside the house in which they were living and said to Mata Sita, please do not leave this protection circle. If you go out, your safety cannot be guaranteed. Correct? So we call it the Lakshman Rekha. Basically it's a bandhan, it's a tying, saying this is your boundaries, you don't go out of your boundary. If you go out of the boundary, no guarantees, all bets are off. It's like we go into the jungle right at the night when the lions and tigers and panthers and snakes are all out and about. All the nocturnal creatures are out and about, busy hunting, and you just go out singing la 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 la. You're looking for trouble, aren't you? Because you didn't stay in your wall, in your bandhan. So, to protect, like when soldiers go to fight in a war, they have a bandhan. They put a vest. They have bulletproof vests. So that is kind of a bandhan. It ties them together in such a way that no bullet can go through. So do you see? It's a very ancient connection of bandhan, and Raksha comes from that. Therefore, every major city, every major country has its walls around it. Every major country has got army, navy and air force around that wall. They are busy patrolling that wall so that wrong people don't get in, and at the same time good people don't get thrown out. Only the bad people are thrown out. In Sanskrit we call it deshanikala, deshantara. We used to take bad people who would have done very bad deeds and throw them out. So this is Raksha Bandhan in the scientific form. How does it come to you and me? So there is a lovely story behind it. Let's go through that story. Once upon a time, there was a great, powerful, intelligent, but a king with bad habits. His name was Bali Raja, very, very powerful. He had ego problems and he had other problems, but he was good in some ways as well. Like most of us, we've got good sides and the bad sides too. So, one day, God comes to him, takes all that he owned from him because he took away and he snatched away a lot of good things from the good people. Now, because he was a great devotee of Bhagwan, Bhagwan said, okay, I bless you, whatever you want I'll give you. And he said, Bhagwan, I want you to stay with me and be there for me and protect me. Now, Vishnu Bhagwan, if he stays with Bali to protect him all the time, what will happen of Lakshmi Mata? So Lakshmi Mata came down to earth to meet this king, Bali, and says, Oh Bali, I want to take you as my brother. And so Bali said, oh my luck, I am so lucky. Today, Mata Lakshmi herself is going to tie me a Rakhi. So he said, here, there you go, tie it. And soon as Lakshmi Mata tied the Rakhi, Bali knows the tradition as a brother that he has to reciprocate. So he turned around and said, Oh Mata, now you are my sister. Now you have tied me Raksha. You have blessed me with protection. Now that you have given me protection, I think I should give something in return. How can I help you? She said, Oh brother, now you are my brother. Now I am your sister. So you won't help your brother-in-law? Your brother-in-law exists in this world, which is Vishnu Bhagwan, and I am his wife. but you have taken my husband to take care of you. Well, I'm living alone over there without my husband. What do you think is right? And so, this great king Bali says, now that you're my sister and you've blessed me, in return, I give you your husband back. And then Vishnu Bhagwan was able to go away from there. So this story invoked a lovely, lovely mantra, a lovely prayer. So whenever priests like me, Maharajis, tie this Raksha, so like usually if I come to your home and do some prayers and blessings, I would tie one of these threads to your right hand or left hand depending on the circumstances. And when I tie this, I would say one of the sacred mantras of tying the Rakhi. This is in the scriptures. What is the mantra? Let's go through that. Yena baddho bali raja danavendro mahabalah tena tvabhi badnami rakshe machala. Basically, this is saying, Yena baddho bali raja. When this Raksha was tied to the Bali Raja, great Bali, the great donator, the great powerful king, you protected him. In a similar way, I am tying this Rakhi to my Yajman, to my family and friends. Please protect them. So this tying, this Bandhan is now representing the tying of protection. So like when you hit a bullet, if you don't have a bulletproof vest, what happens? Bullet goes through. And if you got bulletproof vest, the vest takes that bullet and saves you. In a similar way, once a year, tradition is that sisters tie Raksha to their brothers. And in tying so, because now sometimes people say, why don't brothers tie Rakhi to sister? And there are a lot of questions about it. And everybody's got different answers about it. So I'll give my answers. You might have your answers. And we can all be right at the same time in various ways. So, why does a lady, especially sister, tie Rakhi to the brother? We believe that when a daughter is born, we call her Lakshmi. So, usually when suppose if I have a daughter born in my family, I would pick up my phone and call people and say, dear brothers and sisters, dear uncle, dear auntie, I've got good news for you. We are very lucky and we had a Lakshmi ji coming at our home today. Meaning we had a baby girl in the family. Meaning she brings the prosperity and Lakshmi ji gives protection. The lady is called Shakti, energy. And that energy, that Shakti comes from the women. Therefore we say Shiva, Shakti. Without Shakti, Shiva is incomplete. And so, women are called Shakti Datri. Even today, if you see, practically speaking, across the world, wherever you go in the earth, the generation of this world is, nurtured in the womb, given birth, and nurtured to grow up. It's all done by the mom, the mother. And so, we say she has the Shakti, she has the power, and she is so powerful that even today, scientifically speaking, women outlive men. Most of the cases, not always, but most of the time you go across the world, you will see women will live longer than men. Because we say women are more stronger. Bhagwan has given them more strength, more energy to live longer. Because we need their energy, we need their Shakti. And therefore, this is how the women who have Shakti, the energy, the protection, share a bit of their blessings to their brothers. And they tie the Rakhi to their brothers and say, oh my dear brother, I bless you. May you be protected from evil, from negativity, and may you succeed. So that's why sister ties Rakhi to brothers. Now, The question arises, who ties Rakhi to the sisters? Of course, the elderly family members who are blessing the little children, they can do that. At the same time, priests like me or your gurus, they can tie you Rakhis. So if I come to your home and you are all, say, family members of 15, 20 people, I would tie Rakhi to everyone. Because Maharaj also has the power, God's blessings, to bless you all with that protection and love. And that is our positive vibes that we give to you so that you may be protected. There is another lovely story. Let me share it for Raksha Bandhan today. One day, Krishna Bhagwan somehow gets a cut on his finger. And when he got cut, his cut started bleeding. At that time, luckily, Draupadi was around that area. She saw that and she came running to Krishna Bhagwan. She ripped her lovely sari, lovely dress, she ripped it apart and tied the Rakhi, tied that and saved his finger. And at that time Krishna Bhagwan said, you have saved me, you have blessed me, you have tied this bandhan, and so I vow as a brother to save you when I can. Of course, we know the great story where Draupadi was getting into trouble and Krishna Bhagwan gave her a lot of clothing at that time to save her. There are lots of stories of brothers and sisters, but at the end of the day, the blessings, the good positive vibes, the energetic aura of blessings is given by the ladies to the brothers, by sisters to the brothers. And brothers, what do? On a very superficial level, on practical level, on the worldly level, all they would give is a gift, like some gold, some jewelry, some money, some cash, some clothes. But really that is not very important. Of course, gifts are welcome. We are not against gifts. But the more important point is, brother's duty now is that whenever his sister and brother-in-law is in trouble, he is there to help them. He is there to support them. Therefore we say, in our Sanskrit, we say, Sanghe Shakti Samahitaha. The energy, the power only comes when we have Sangha, when we have unity. So one finger, if there is, anybody can snap it. Anybody can pull it back and snap your finger. Maybe even two fingers. Somebody can snap two fingers. But if you got a fist, powerful fist, all five together, solidly clenched, it's very hard to snap that. And in the similar way, if we divide, if we get into our own little sections, we are easily divided. But if we are united, we stand firm and we win. And so, our Dharma didn't only say Brothers' Day and Sisters' Day, they said a Raksha Bandhan. It's a tying. So, people used to drive hundreds of miles to see their sisters and brothers and tie the Raksha. Of course, soon is going to be Diwali time after a few months, and the very second day is called the Bhaiya Dooj, Bhai Beej. And that's the day when sisters cook lovely meal for their brother. So traditionally speaking, even if a sister is married away into another family, she sees her brother and her maternal family twice a year, once on the Raksha Bandhan day and once on the Bhai Dooj, Bhai Beej day. So let's all celebrate this with a lovely prayer of Raksha Bandhan, where again we recite the Bali Raja mantra. Yena baddho Bali Raja Danavendro Mahabalah Tena Tvame Badnami Rakshe Machala. Now, we've outlined very simple ideas that women are full of energy, a very vibrant auric energy, and they pass on those blessings to their beloved brothers. And brothers' duty is to maybe give gifts something for now, but at the same time take care of their beloved sisters and their brother-in-laws in their married life. With that, I wish great success as a family unit to thrive and grow, because we need to grow. If a unit of family is right, only then the community can be right. And if the community is right, only then the country can be right. And if the country is right, only then the world can be right. So everything starts from that one individual person. If we divide ourselves, then we don't grow. But if we all pull together and unite, we stand firm. And having said that about coronavirus, I would like to now go towards, this is my personal feeling that I'm sharing, that COVID-19 is giving us a lot of challenges, is giving more challenges to our frontline workers. They are putting their life on the line. And I'm talking about most of the politicians, they don't have a clue what to do with that. Most of the time, poor politicians. According to my meditation, what I have found out is that we shouldn't be afraid of coronavirus, but we should take on head on the coronavirus. Accept that it is a virus and it's going to be staying with us for a good while. Which doesn't mean we run and hide in a closet and shut off everything. We should be ready for it and ready to go out and win it. How do you do that? By gaining your immune power, gaining your immunity. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I wish and pray for you that you go ahead and try to improve your immune system. I'm going to make a video on that, how to improve your immune system. That way, if your immune system is more powerful, the COVID-19 or any other COVID-20 or 21 won't be able to affect you so much. Correct? So, before we conclude, I would like to say thank you very much to Alka Ben Vitlani, who's joined in on YouTube. Rosemary Ben Hirani has also joined in. A warm welcome to you, sister. And Atul Bhai Karya saying Jai Shri Krishna and Jai Siya Ram to everyone on the YouTube. A warm welcome to you, Mara Bhai. Thank you very much. You all have been joining on the YouTube. So at the same time on Facebook, we've got Jaishi Ben Patni, Manjiraji Chaudhary, Nita Ben Suchak saying Raksha Bandhan ni badhai to everyone. Meena Ben Gandecha, you've been amazing yesterday. Lovely bhajans. We enjoyed it. Thank you very much. You're too good as a family. Jai Shri Krishna saying on this very special day of Raksha Bandhan to all the brothers and sisters, we've got presence of our beloved sister Sheila Ben Morjaria, and Shiv Patel has joined. And Manjiraji is saying that begs the question, then why are the girls' fetuses are killed in India? That raises the question. Bad people do bad things. That's always the case. That has always been the case. We had bad people in the time of Lord Rama. Who was the bad guy? Ravana. He did a lot of bad things. But then Ram Bhagwan did good things. And in the time of Krishna Bhagwan, we had Kansa. So what happens is, there is always a synergy of yin and yang in this world. There is always light, which is day, and there is always night, which is darkness. You can't have only light. So in this world, we can never ever have only everybody being good. If anybody is thinking like that, then we are fantasizing. That's only fantasy. There is always two sides to a coin. There is good habits and bad habits, an equal amount of them. Sometimes it might look that the bad has grown too much. It's like having rabbits and foxes. Too many rabbits, less foxes. What happens? Few foxes will eat lot of rabbits, so the numbers of foxes will grow and lot of rabbits will die. But now if you got too many foxes and very few rabbits, those lots of foxes will go hungry because there's not enough food. So what will happen? The foxes will die out of hunger and the rabbits will start growing. There is always this dance, there is always this yuddha, and therefore there is this idea of yin and yang. Always in this world you'll have bad people, always you'll have good people. Bad people do bad things, good people always do good things, whether it is Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar, or just now the Kali Yuga. Even in this Kali Yuga times, you'll have a lot of bad people, but then you'll also have a lot of good people. We need to just educate, help, and guide the bad people and hope to get them in line by good understanding. If not, we need to pass laws and fix them. But our dharma, our faith, never ever ever allows to do what you just said, Manjiraji, over there. So it's very negative to those people that they are doing it, and we should clearly fix them. At the same time, we would like to welcome Rajbhai Bhatt. He's joined in. So nice to see you, Rajbhai. Wonderful. And I think the time is coming. I'll let you go and enjoy today's evening. But before you go, I would like to give you tomorrow's topic. It's a very special one, the Gayatri Mantra. Why do we sing the Gayatri Mantra? What's the benefits of it? So tomorrow we are going to discuss that in more detail. Till then, have a lovely, lovely time. Enjoy the Raksha Bandhan. Have nice puddings. You earned it after a lot of hard work, so many days of troubles. I hope you made lovely puddings at home, kheer or dudh pak or whatever. So enjoy. God bless you. Jai Shri Krishna and Jai Siya Ram.
जय जय नारायण नारायण हरि हरि श्रीमन्नारायण